Hey y'all. I was listening to the news this morning and I could not get my wig on fast enough. They were talking about black women and mental health. And I'm like, hey, I'm a black woman. So I made a few notes and they are always talking about how black women are so strong. First of all, black women are human beings. And when they said black women need to start going to therapy, I'm like, okay, so white people, y'all mothers don't die. White men, y'all mothers don't die. Black men, your grandmothers don't die. Nothing happens to y'all. Life doesn't happen to y'all because y'all, we superhuman, right? We super black human, right? Anyway, let me follow my notes because I have so much to say. They really want us to find something to complain about. Like it's just not life that we are dealing with. Everybody deals with life, right? Oh, black women are so strong and all this and all that. And you know what the fuck going on. You know exactly what's going on. I kind of want to stick to my notes, but for instance, the Harvey Weinstein, the dude who was, and all these producers and Diddy now, and the dude off himself. He was in a position to take advantage of women with low income because that's how the system has been set up from day one. But y'all want us to find something to complain about. Kanye West said the prettiest women do the ugliest things. That means white women. Asian, Brazilian, anybody they think is exotic. They do the ugliest things to keep the men around. So that's how society has been. We keep our money together, all of us, and we get these women by offering them cars and then like I'm an older woman. I had cars and stuff when I was younger, so don't get me wrong. But it's a lot to come with that. You gotta put up with the person who gave you the thing, and you realize, you can have this back. I don't want what goes with that. That's the mentality of some of them, of me. Now, some women will stay. They'll be sleeping on the floor. They'll be doing anything to keep the man satisfied, and he'll still cheat. I'm not gonna go all into that, but that's human beings. That's with a white woman. That's with a Asian woman. A lot of women go through different things. One lady had acid thrown in her face from a different culture because the way the men have been raised. So y'all want us to go to therapy and complain about human nature. Okay, so I watched a documentary the other night about Money Long, the singer. She sings that song hours and hours and hours. And she has been in the music industry for over 13 years. And a black woman. She was writing for Britney Spears. She was writing for all these other people. But it was the system who kept her writing and wouldn't let her go further. So she said she just stopped writing for everybody and started working on her own stuff. And she is an excellent performer. So y'all know what the fuck going on. Let me stick to my notes. Okay, so I'm a black homeowner. And most black women statistically have more houses than black men. They just said this the other night. So y'all want us to go to therapy to find something to complain about. Send the men to therapy. We got most of the houses. Why y'all want us to go to therapy? They giving us most of the jobs. And then the black men don't want to play supporting roles because it's so many men in prison that they have more options, younger options, more girls. The internet, what Boosie said, messed it up for everybody because it's more options. They can go from house to house to house. You know what I'm saying? So the men don't want to play supporting roles, and the women who try to stand up for themselves, a lot of them every other day is getting murdered by their husbands. It's on the ID channel, it's on YouTube, it's everywhere. And so I mentioned this already, that some moms passed away. White people, y'all moms passed away. So, and then y'all have a support unit because y'all stick together. And I said, that is a problem because of, oh yeah, I wrote down that soul food movie where the cousin was sleeping with somebody's husband, and that make black women look bad. So everybody looking at each other like they don't, you gonna do this and that. But they don't ever bring up the white trash that was raped by every uncle, every dad. You know what I'm saying? Human issues are in every household, but they want us to find something to complain about. And then these movies, they put ideas in people's heads, and some people would never. Some people would never do anything like that. But this is what y'all put in everybody's mind to disrupt the family unit. And I wrote down that it's the nature of men to be predators. Like, I've never been raped by uncle, but Susie and them did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people did. My mom was very strict, and she saved me from a lot of things. And I was mad at my mom because I was the oldest daughter. But she was so strict, and I had fear instilled in me. So you have some people hiking, going up the mountain, just falling off. Not us. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody instilled fear in these people. So of course they have something to complain about. And I put down, like, black women, we are human beings. And then a lot of problems that we have still come from the civil rights movement. I was born in 1973. The civil rights was 10 years, 11 years before I was born in 1964. And it's still an issue today because I heard this one Valley black girl say, all my white friends are having weddings, and why aren't the black girls doing that? I can afford this home, I can afford my RV, my car, my bills are paid, but I cannot afford $100,000 wedding. A lot of people can. A lot of people complain about mortgages and rents. People are staying in cars. People are staying in vans. Y'all know what the fuck going on. All these people can have weddings, $100,000 weddings. What's telling me, well, you already know what it is. The income, like in a statistic, the black people have, like, what they say, $36,000 minimum income, and a white household is $100,000. They are still doing this openly to black people. They aren't giving them the jobs with the money, or if they do get the job, they secretly don't tell nobody your pay. That's still going on right now, and they probably doing the most work. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what the fuck going on, but y'all want us to sit back and complain and they want us to be super women. They want us to be melting down. But why would I be melting down when I got a house to live in and I'm comfortable? Even the woman who has, I don't have any children, but the children and the husband, she got to deal with all that stress, but she's not melting down because she's comfortable. Why the black woman got to be melting down all the time in therapy? You take care of yourself because you were born by yourself, unless you were born with a twin. And I said this before, I can afford all my bills and not live in a car or van like a lot of Americans, white, black, and all these other colors are doing. But I can't afford a $100,000 wedding. But it's so many of Becky's friends that can. And y'all know what the fuck going on. They giving these people still secretly more money. The whites aren't, so many aren't suffering from the income disparities. And it's been 60 years past civil rights, and so many of us are living paycheck to paycheck. But we are still doing better than our mothers. Because my mom was never a homeowner, but I am. A round of applause. So many people are doing better than their mothers. And so many black families, so many black households. I see the mother and the fathers on Instagram, YouTube. I mean, we're doing better as a unit, but we're not doing our best, because I've heard the guys are still complaining the girls want to be taken care of and this 50-50 thing. It wouldn't be an issue if we were getting paid like we were supposed to be. Now, what's her name? She said she wasn't getting paid like Meryl Streep. I can't think of her name. But y'all know what the fuck going on. They not giving our households the money intentionally, but they want us to go to therapy, to pay a therapist to tell them we don't have the $100,000 for the wedding, and our life could be better if we had a partner. Y'all know what this fuck going on. And they letting the men out of jail who were doing the weed, right? But I guarantee you they are not giving these men the weed businesses that they stole from them. They are not. So it's going to be that woman who's going to have to take care of him until he gets on his feet. But since he got a record, are they expunging these records? Because fellas can't get jobs. They can't get apartments. So it's still going to be lack in a black household wherever that man decides to go. And most of them going to be in many households because he feel like, oh, he a man and he can do whatever he want to do even when he broke. But y'all know what the fuck going on. And then the black man who's not in jail, he don't have enough money. He work in these warehouses making $15 an hour. And when he starts trying to talk to a woman, he's stalking because he can't afford to love her right. They don't want to go out to dinner. They can't afford it. And then women don't value them because they can't afford it. I mean, like, who wants to get into a mess? So a lot of people, men are staying single and the women are staying single because it's too expensive. They are not giving us the $100,000 wedding. We can't even afford to date, let alone pay for a $100,000 wedding. So y'all know what the fuck going on. It's still the society of that hush money is going to one particular race. Even on social media, YouTube is not paying me $100, even though I'm trying to do more videos. You know what I'm saying? And then Facebook not offering me the $30,000 they offer to some people, but they not offering to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they offering it to the girls who saying, I'm in the projects and acting a fool online. Now I realize I don't have the best personality and those, and I realize that some people, the energy, they try to go on somebody's energy. And I was taught to be more modest by my mom because she was in the religion. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personality. I was not the street chick, so that's not gonna be my personality. So I'm not going to even try to fake that personality, because when, the real you going to show sometime. So this is who I am, a little square. You know what I'm saying? A comfortable square. But y'all know what the fuck going on. I done took these men out the households from back then. It's still 50 years ago. We still suffering from what it was. You give me $100,000, of course I'm gonna make it look better. If I can do this with the little money I get, if I had some more money, of course I can make it look better. You know what the fuck going on. And then Wendy Williams stayed on TV for 13 years. And her money gone. And I ain't never heard of no other white woman said her money was gone. But Wendy Williams, a black woman, the talk show host, her money is gone. And she got a show coming out talking about her Lifetime movie, how her money is gone. And they asking us, why don't black women do therapy? Black women sleeping in cars, vans, but not only the black women, the white people sleeping in cars and vans. But we ain't gonna talk about the white trash, because we don't never talk about that. They don't need therapy. Y'all know what the fuck going on. So most people can barely pay the rent. Everybody complaining about how much everything cost. And those are my notes. I mean, like, come on now. I'm a human being, right? Black, white, or indifferent. Whatever color you are a human being. Life is going to happen to the human being. But we know that the people on the streets, some of them are homeless because of their mental capacity. Some of them are homeless because they don't want to do what American society wants them to do, like go to work 9 to 5, work until they're 65 and never have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that weighs on the mental and the loneliness, because you can't afford a $100,000 wedding and have a companion to eat. Like, that's expenses. Having a companion is expenses. Oh man, and that's why I was thinking about something else I was gonna say. It is very expensive. The human experience is for everybody. Why they want black women to go to therapy, I don't know. Because people can barely afford to live in the society. Some people are living better because of that secret money they got going through their little channels with their families and everything that they're not giving to everybody. And oh yeah, I was thinking about if they gave every American $4,000 to $5,000 a month to live, the homeless people wouldn't be homeless, because one, the real drug addicts gonna get enough to kill themselves, and the people who really don't want to be out there, but it's just forced out there. Because I was watching this show about this white lady, and it really pissed me off. She was under a bridge, and they killed her family, and they beat her so bad when she was young. But the cops went and got this lady from under the bridge so she can go to court and tell her story. Now, y'all knew exactly where she was, and know that her whole family had got killed, and didn't offer her therapy and care. A white woman. That didn't happen to me. That lady need therapy and care. But today they was talking about black women in therapy. Do they ever talk about white women in therapy or white men in therapy? Because I know when a white men, they lose their money, they go to the top of a building and they jump, because they know it's not that they didn't do anything spectacular, it's that the society didn't want him to have it, because they just giving each other money hand to fist. And he upset because he know he out of the ring if he don't have no money. He got the cycle of things. And then everybody worried about all these robots taking over I'm not worried about a robot taking over. Nobody should be worried about a robot taking over. Robots, they have them painting, doing all these stuff. I need one to do my laundry and do the dishes and mop, do all that stuff. I'm not, and they were worried about them taking over the job sites. But hopefully they're going to replace the humans with a stipend every month, like $4,000 to $5,000, so they can survive. Because that's what they need. People are worried about these jobs going away, but I hope that the government is going to get used to how they gave what stimulus checks every month to take care of themselves. They really want us to figure it out for them. That's what they really want. And they know what the fuck going on. They want to know if they want us to come in there and start talking to therapists and be like, y'all know what the fuck going on? Yeah, we know what is going on. But we not finna go complain about it because everybody know what's really going on. Some people choosing not to participate, like those people who live in the cars and the van and on drugs. They were like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. They don't want to live like that. They don't want to live paycheck to paycheck and still not make it. They'd rather stand on the street and beg. But like I said, it's mental issues. I mean, y'all know what going on. Those people need help. So, child, we not finna figure everything out for you. You already figured it out. We know what's going on. Y'all know what the fuck going on. So you're talking about black people, black women and mental health. But black women are just humans. So that's really all I had to say. From a black human being, hey, y'all got other races to worry about. The people under the bridge. Them homeless people. Black women have the most houses, the homeless black men. The ones y'all done threw in jail and not giving no money to. And you done stole a weed business. And y'all up here worry about black women. We okay. We comfortable. But anyway, if I think of anything else, I'll come back.